going to go ahead and tell you guys how my doctor's appointment went instead of waiting home to record. So it went really, really good. I actually saw a hepatologist, which they say is one step above the liver specialist. He was very informative. He made me very comfortable. I've never had a doctor ask me how am I feeling and how it affects my daily life, like everything that I'm going through. So he asked all the good questions. Like he told me ask me questions, anything you want to know, ask me. So he said he went over my liver biopsy from last year, and he went over all the notes of my old liver specialist, and he said 100% it is autoimmune PBC, which is what attacks your liver bile ducts. He explained it kind of like that it pushes a lot of pressure and blood flow through your liver, that it's damaging the liver, if that makes sense. He said he would want more biopsies, but he doesn't want to do one every year because they are painful. And the last one that I got through my neck, that shit was horrible. So he wants me to get a fibro scan, which is kind of like an ultrasound of your liver, but it sends shock waves, which it doesn't hurt. It sends electro waves to your liver to test the density and the elasticity of your liver to see what stage you are in liver scarring, which right now I'm stage 4, but I don't have cirrhosis yet, so it's good. He said I do have 30% fatty liver, which the old liver specialist, she didn't really say much about it. He's like, oh, did they talk to you about a plan for that? And I was like, no, they didn't. So he wants me to see a GI nutritionist because I don't eat how I should be eating. And of course, he said weight loss is needed. He did mention GLP-1, the weight loss shots, but he wants me to see their nutritionist group first to go over my options for that, to decrease the fatty liver, so that way the fatty liver isn't affecting my liver on top of the PBC, because the PBC will never go away, but the fatty liver we can get rid of. So they want me to see the nutritionist, and then it's a GI nutritionist. The other one is for I forget the name of it, but it's for weight management for people with autoimmune diseases, and especially me, that I have cyclic vomiting syndrome. That's what he got iffy on the GLP-1 shots. He said he didn't know how that would affect my cyclic vomiting syndrome. But he says, as of right now, I don't have cirrhosis, so it's good. Right now, I am, what is it called? I forget the word of it, but he wants to see me once a year for right now. Once a year, blood work every 2 months, 2 or 3 months, and then a fibro scan every year. And then at the end of this year, November, he wants me to get an endoscopy to check for blood vessels that get too big, because that's part of what happens is the blood vessels can get too big and then they burst, which can cause internal bleeding. So, and then he also, what was the other word he used? I think it's called CREST. Yeah, CREST. And each letter stands for something different. He said if I get any of those symptoms, to immediately let him know, which so far the only thing I've gotten, which I did let him know, was when I go from cold to hot. If I'm in a cold house and I go outside hot, my fingers and my toes will be really hurt, and they'll get tingly and they'll get blue. So that's one of the things, but everything else was good, because he asked me if I had any symptoms, any of that, and I said no. But yeah, other than that, he was really, really good. And I don't know if you guys remember back in January that the GI doctor that they put me with, because I didn't have a liver specialist or a hepatologist yet, she was telling me that it was something else affecting me more than the autoimmune disease. And she just completely mind fucked me, and I didn't know what to do at that point. But I asked him about it, and he goes, no, he goes, just disregard everything from that last appointment in January. He's like, I'm a hepatologist, he goes, and that's why she's just GI. And I'm hepatology. He goes, because I know everything ins and out of the liver. He goes, so I'll be the one taking care of you. He goes, any little thing, he goes, don't be afraid to message me. Message Jessica, which is the nurse. He goes, and if we need to see you before a year, he goes, then we'll do that. But, I'm stable. That's what he said. He goes, right now my liver is stable enough to where I'm not going into liver failure as of now, and it probably won't happen anytime soon. But I still do get a lot of the side effects. And he told me if I do